It's been 2 years since the PlayStation Portal launched. I've used it since day one, across multiple models, at home and on the road. So today, I want to give you the honest truth. Is it worth your money in 2025? So what does this thing do best? Surprisingly, it is just a super immersive PlayStation handheld experience. Me and my mates were talking about this the other day. They've got Portals as well. And we think it's because when you're playing with the Portal, like say you're chilling on the sofa, you've got both your hands on the device, the screen's right next to you, it absolutely sucks you into the game. Whereas if you're sitting playing on your TV, using your DualSense controller, quite often you might put the controller down and pick up your phone, and look at something on your phone or someone's texted you. Whereas with this, you don't do that because your hands are on the device. Really, really good. So it's great, for gaming on the couch. Especially if the TV is in use, maybe the kids are watching something on the TV, your wife or your partner, your husband, whatever is watching something on the TV. This is great. Then you can sit and play with your games. Absolutely fantastic. In bed at night, chilling out before you go to sleep. If you're not one of these people who like reading or anything like that, you can play your PlayStation games on the Portal as well. It is awesome. It's super comfortable as well. The ergonomics on this thing are top notch. It is literally a DualSense cut in half, nice screen in there, 1080p LCD screen. It's awesome, 60 frames per second. It is so comfortable. You can play this thing for hours. It is without a doubt the most comfortable handheld device I've ever used. You compare this to like the Switch or anything, this is way more comfortable. Another thing that's cool is you can actually use this on vacation as long as the hotel has strong Wi-Fi. Like I've used this twice on vacation and it worked perfectly. Luckily enough, the hotel I went to has really, really good, strong, stable Wi-Fi connection. If it doesn't have that, and most hotels don't, let's be honest, this thing will not be good. It will not work. It might not even connect to your PlayStation 5 back at your house or to the cloud for cloud streaming. You can also use your mobile phone. So I've used it quite a lot using my iPhone as a mobile hotspot, connect it to my Portal. You just tether the device together and it works really well if you have a 5G connection. So keep that in mind as well. So you can, use this out and about, but ultimately it is for playing in the house. That is where this thing shines. If you've got a good, strong, stable, non-congested Wi-Fi network in your house, you'll have a great time with this, playing all your PlayStation games, and it will help you get through your backlog. But this thing is a little backlog buster, by the way, because you can't always play your games on the TV, but having this, there's no excuse. Now, 2 years is a long time, so let's talk about what updates and improvements we've seen over that time. First, the biggest one was the cloud streaming beta being introduced, and that was a game changer for this device because you actually then didn't need a PlayStation 5. You can buy this on its own, have a PlayStation Plus premium subscription, and then stream the games that are in the cloud streaming beta, the cloud streaming beta catalog. It's the worst name ever. They need a better name than that. But you can just stream the games to your PlayStation Portal without the need of a PlayStation 5, which is really cool. And the thing that is really weird about remote play is remote play, which has been available from day one on the Portal where you connect to your PlayStation. It is not as good, as sharp or as clear as cloud streaming is, which doesn't make sense to me. You would think connecting your Portal to some Sony server, God knows where, would have a worse experience than connecting to your PlayStation 5 or your PlayStation 5 Pro, which is in your house. I have no idea. If there's any technical experts out there who understand why this is the case, let me know in the comments. I would love to find out. But the updates as well have, I wouldn't say come regularly, but there's been a few big ones. Another one which was really welcome was the remote play micro stutter, as everyone was calling it. That has been removed, so that's been patched out, so that's pretty much fixed. If you have a good connection, there's no micro stuttering when playing your games on this. That is really good, sorry. Multiple software updates as well, like I say, have just gradually improved the streaming performance. This thing performs way better now, 2 years later, than it did on launch day. guaranteed. I can say that 100%. If you had one of these at launch day, let me know if you think it's better now than it was then. It absolutely is. The games connect, or the portal connects to your PlayStation 5 a lot quicker. The games look sharper. There's less pixelation. I think people are probably having a better time on this as well with, you know, less fast or less good internet connections. You still need an amazing internet connection, let's be real. But previously it just would be unplayable, whereas now I think a lot of people can make this thing work. And the fact you can use this without a PlayStation 5 now is huge, because that makes this it kind of lowers the barrier to entry to get into the PlayStation ecosystem, because you can buy one of these for £200 or $200. Unfortunately though, then you do need a PlayStation Plus premium subscription, which is pretty expensive. Otherwise you can't play anything. But if you do have that, then you can play a whole bunch of PlayStation games. There's a whole bunch of really good PlayStation exclusives on the PlayStation Cloud Streaming Beta, and you can play them straight on to your PlayStation Portal. So that is pretty cool. But that's what has changed. What about what hasn't changed and what needs to change? So the first thing is the Cloud Streaming Beta is awesome. It's actually my preferred way to play games on the portal. There's a whole bunch of games, obviously, that are not on there. I need to connect via remote play to play, and I love buying physical games. I'm physical games for life. So all the games I buy on my PlayStation, apart from all the ones you claim via PS Plus, they're obviously all digital, but I always buy my games and then I need to put them in the disc drive and then stream it to my PlayStation Portal via remote play. That is how I play them. But cloud streaming is the easiest and the best way to play in terms of performance. And there is a whole bunch of games on there that I've not played, and they add ones every month with the PlayStation Plus Premium or the PlayStation Game Catalog update. So every month you'll get a batch of new games. Usually it's about 7 to 12 games get added. Some of them are really good, some of them absolutely suck, some of them you've never heard of. And PlayStation Plus Premium has not been the best at adding all the older games. That is kind of what the premium tier has as its specialty, that and cloud streaming. And there's loads of games that haven't been added. There's way more games on PlayStation Plus Premium on your console available to play and to stream than there is on this via the cloud streaming beta. So that is the big problem here for me, is the cloud streaming beta is still in beta after a full year. How long is this going to stay in beta for? I think a lot of people are getting impatient because not a lot has happened with the portal since that really big update. So we're still waiting for it to come out of the beta phase and become the full finished product. There's still regions around the globe, like I know we've got friends in Australia and New Zealand, they don't have access to cloud streaming yet, which sucks. If it comes out of the beta as well, the thing we would really like is then access to play your own purchased digital games. So I've got a bunch of digital games I've purchased over the years, and then there is tons, pretty much, I would say about 99% of my digital library is PlayStation Plus extra games, which you get every month with your PlayStation Plus subscription. I've been a member of that service for, I don't know, over a decade or something like that probably. So I've got tons of games there that I would definitely play on the portal, but I can't, it's not an option yet. So they really need to fix that. That would be huge. Allow us to play games you buy digitally or you have claimed digitally on your portal. That would be a no-brainer for me. Also, the UI is still really, really basic. There's like no categories for search really. You know, you can filter it by like date when, you know, added to the service and like alphabetical order and stuff like that. It'd be good if we could select, you know, like shooters, action adventure, RPG, all that kind of stuff, fighting games, racing games, sports games, but we can't. So that would be really nice, because otherwise right now you just need to scroll down a huge list of games, which is not the best. Also, there's no bitrate options. If any of you have played games remotely on apps like PS Play, I think that's what it's called. Did they change it, the name? Was it PX Play? I can't remember. You'll know the one I'm talking about. I'll put it on screen there. I'll make it pop up there. There's like bitrate options there, and you can make the games look really, really sharp. On other streaming devices like the Absolute One, which I've reviewed here on the channel. I'll leave a link down below. Did I say that right? Reviewed here? I heard it in my head right. I've reviewed it here on the channel. I'll leave a link down below in the description to that. That uses that app, and you can change so many settings and make the image really pop. So it'd be cool if we could do that and make it even better, because this screen, I know people say it's not an OLED screen, that sucks. The Vita had an OLED screen, we've got the Switch OLED. Honestly, look at it, it's beautiful. It's probably the nicest LCD screen I've ever seen, so it's really good. No complaints with that, but the UI needs a big overhaul. We still can't do like invites to games, you can't do chat features. Trophies just pop up and just tell you you've earned a bronze trophy, or you've earned a gold trophy. It doesn't tell you what the trophy is. You can't go into the menu to see what the trophies are. This is all cloud streaming, obviously. If you're doing it via remote play, you're just literally seeing your PlayStation 5, so all that's there. But remote play, cloud streaming, sorry, has a lot to be desired. They really need to update it. In terms of models to buy for the Portal, that's been updated also. This is the original white one that I got on launch day. I think a lot of you have this one here. There's now the Midnight Black version as well, which looks really good. It just kind of disappears into your hands, that stealthy black model. And then there's the 30th anniversary edition, which just looks amazing. It might be the best looking one, because I love the PS1 or the original PlayStation, whatever you want to call it. That just screams nostalgia to me. I love the color on it as well, with the PlayStation icons and the PlayStation button having the colors on it. It just looks amazing, that grey color. But let me know, which one is your favorite? Which one do you own, if you own one? Or if you don't have one, which one would you like to get your hands on? Technically they're all identical, but one thing I did notice, and I don't know if this is because I've had this PlayStation Portal since launch day and it's been used the most out of the three I have, the adaptive triggers feel a lot better on the Midnight Black and the 30th anniversary edition. I'm lucky I have all three of them. Whoa, go me. But I did notice that. I don't know if these are just maybe a bit done in, but maybe that's just a bit durability or whatever. But the other ones definitely feel a lot stronger, a lot tighter as well. So I'm not sure about that one. Let me know if any of you have got this in day one and have tried someone else's Portal and it feels a little bit different. But speaking of durability issues, that has reared its ugly head here as well. So this bad boy here, which I've had since day one, we all had that fear of stick drift. We hear about this happening a lot on people's DualSense controllers. And unfortunately, it's not like the DualSense Edge controller where you can take out the module and replace it. I've got that here on this one. This right stick here works for left and right, up and down does not work. I've done a separate video covering all that off in detail, but yeah. And it's not ideal. The warranty, well, here in the UK anyway, you get a 1 year warranty, and mine failed at 14 months. Yes, nice one. Go Mia. Perfect Sony. So I contacted them and, you know, as you'd expect, they're great. They sorted it out and they fixed it and sent me another one right away. No, they didn't. They just said, sorry, your device is out of warranty. We can't issue a repair or do anything. You're out of luck. So luckily for me, when this actually broke, I had pre-ordered the Midnight Black one. So I was just like, oh, I'll just wait and keep this. The Midnight Black one will be arriving soon anyway. And then I just use this one for, I guess, I take this one out and about more. I'm not worried about it if it gets damaged then as much, because it's already got an injury. It's got this broken leg here, but it just means like everything else works. The screen looks perfect, the battery life's good, the speakers are good, it connects to the Wi-Fi perfectly, but it just means like I've got Mortal Kombat 1 on here, for example. So I will play this because I'll just use the D-pad. That's fine, I'm not using the right stick. I just can't play like FPS games, new ones where you need to look up and down is a no-go. You can play older games like Doom and stuff like that, where you're just going side to side. I also use it for like indie games and stuff like that. I love playing like Vampire Survivors on this thing. But 1 year warranty, Sony offered no replacement, no repair, no nothing. That absolutely sucks. So that's happened to a lot of people as well when I looked into this. So that's something you might want to be mindful of. Maybe if you can buy an extended warranty, or maybe you're in a country that has a better warranty protection for electronic devices, or a better company, buy it from a better company. I'm pretty sure in the UK, if you buy from like, I don't know, there's some companies that will give you a 2-year or a 5-year warranty, depending on the price of the device. But then again, you might just want to get a good deal, and you can buy these on Amazon. They're often on sale for like 170, which saves you a fair bit of cash. So it seems to be potluck. My other two portals are still running fine. My mates who've got portals, they're all fine. Looked online and a lot of people have had this issue. So that is one that I really would hope Sony would fix. But where are you going to use this? Where does it work best? Well, no surprises, at the home, chilling out on the sofa, chilling out in your bed at night, downtime, you know, while you're chilling out and other people are using your TV. Travel use, a little bit. Like, I wouldn't buy this for portable on the go play. It does work though. I've used it, but I think that would be dependent probably on your country as well, how good the Wi-Fi is, what hotels you're going to, your mobile as well. Do not do this if you do not have an unlimited data plan. This will just destroy your data and it will cost you a fortune, or you'll use it all up. So make sure you've got that if you're going to tether it to your mobile phone. And if you're all about portable play, this is probably not the pick for you. You might be better with like picking up a Steam Deck or a Nintendo Switch, for example, which works, you know, without the internet perfectly. But is this worth it then in 2025? If you're deep into the PlayStation ecosystem, yes. It's super fun. It's a really cool accessory. Remember that though, it's more of an accessory for your PlayStation 5. I know you can play this without a PS5 using cloud streaming, but I think Sony's hoping that if you do that, you love all the games, you then eventually upgrade and buy a PlayStation 5. And if you do have this only and you have a PlayStation Plus premium subscription, make sure you download the mobile app and claim the essential games you get given every month, so that if you do decide to buy a PlayStation 5, you've got a pre-made library of digital games there for you to play. But it's really immersive as well, sitting with this thing. I can't explain to you unless you've used this. It is really, really good. I really enjoy playing on this. I really thought the smaller screen, I would be like, nah, I'll gravitate towards a TV more. But now I would say I don't. It's a kind of 50-50. Depends what's going on. If the TV's in use, if someone else is using it, I can just play this, no bother. You can still be there with your family while they're watching something else, you know, your wife or kids or husband, whatever, and then you can still be playing your games. So it is really, really cool. Get your headset on as well. But that's one thing that is a bit of a downside as well. There's no Bluetooth. I mention this all the time about this thing. You need to buy the expensive Sony Pulse Explorer earbuds, or the Elite earbuds. They're really good. I have both of them, but they're expensive. You know, they're £150 or dollars for the over-ear ones, and then for the earbuds, they're $200. They're the same price as the Portal, which is kind of wild. They do sound really good though, and if you want wireless audio, that's the way to go. Otherwise, there's just a 3.5mm headphone jack. Just plug that in, and you can be sitting there playing your games quite happily, not disturbing anyone, which is really, really good. And if you want to play PlayStation without a PlayStation 5, cheaper entry point via the cloud and premium, you can do that, but only if you've got strong, stable internet, people. Seriously, download the Remote Play app, test it on your phone. Don't just buy this if your internet sucks. It's probably not going to work, and then you'll need to return it. You will be disappointed. And if you're playing via Remote Play, please, for the love of God, make sure you hardwire your PlayStation into your internet. Use the Ethernet port at the back, plug it in directly to your modem or your router, however you call it, and it makes a massive difference. That is the only one tip I swear by, and it's made a huge difference to my Remote Play experience. Otherwise, if you don't have that, it can get kind of grainy and interfere. I don't know why it does that, but please do that. It'll make a huge difference to your experience. And another cool thing, now there is tons of accessories that weren't there on launch day, and they really make the Portal a lot better. And if you want to know about the best ones to pick up, they're in this video on screen right now.